The U.S. Supreme Court hearing arguments today in two challenges to President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan, which giving the U.S. Education Secretary legal power to forgive up to $20,000 in federal student loan debts. Yahoo Finance's Alexis Keenan, of course, has been following this story for us. You were listening in on this hearing today. What were your biggest takeaways?
So the court was expected to address two major kind of components of these challenges. One is standing. That's, do these litigants have the right at all to challenge the Biden administration's attempt to roll out this plan? Can they be in this court? Do they have the right to have their grievances heard? Second is, if so, if they do have a right to be here, does the HEROES Act, that's the law that the administration is using to justify rollout of the student loan forgiveness, does that alone give the executive branch unilateral power to go ahead and wipe out $400 billion of debt and put it onto the U.S. taxpayers? Now, the law says that the education secretary can, in an emergency, waive or modify federal student loan programs. However, there was some split among the justices as to that question, as to the scope of this law. You had Justice Thomas, a conservative appointee, saying we're talking about $500 million here, suggesting that the Congress must weigh in. Also, Chief Justice John Roberts saying most casual observers would say that giving up these hundreds of billions of dollars on a subject of great controversy is something that the Congress should be concerned with. You had Justice Sotomayor, appointed by Democrats, saying, asking really the administration's attorney, she said, justify to me how this $400 billion would not be a major question that should get some buy-in from Congress. You had, on the other hand, Justice Kagan saying that the Congress really couldn't have been more clear in writing this law. She says the text is there, that in the emergency, the secretary indeed does have the power to forgive this kind of debt, even at $400 billion.